Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my short Minecraft update videos in regards to the Minecraft server that I am working on. Lobby area is being designed. Like, this is where you log in the first spawn, and it is a hub that allows you to get access to different kinds of game features such as forges. As you can see here, we're making these closing mechanics so that you can go in and do your stuff undisturbed without anybody jumping in your face or stealing your stuff as you are working on it. And like, this is just one of the many new things that I have learned over the last few days playing around here in Minecraft with assistance from my kids. So really good times. Haven't done the door closing stuff all over the place, and obviously some of it still needs a bit of a design work, but slowly but surely getting some of the absolute essentials in place, so that we can have hopefully a really cool gaming environment where we can have a blast together. So things are slowly but surely coming along. What I've been spending the most time on is permissions, trying to make sure that everybody can get through portals, use the different kinds of features in the game that we want to have without being able to break the stuff that we want to keep safe. This here, what I am scooping into now, is actually a different view of the maze. And why? Well, because the first thing I showed in one of the first videos was really the maze concept, and this here is another part of the maze, building it in a different way so that I have more creative freedom to get my crazy drawings and plans down on the ground, so to say. This here is closing a bit more in on one of the really good loot areas in the maze, and what I want to have is different colored regions, so you can be in the blue part of the maze, in the red, in the yellow, etc, etc. And where the first part of the maze I showed you guys was like really dark and creepy, and that was the theme for it, it was also very straight, like a lot of straight, like thinking a bit more 2D maze like, whereas this part of the maze is much more 3D. It is a combination of stairways that go up and down and bend and nudge in together, making crazy annoying loopy patterns, so that you can be confused as to where you are and where you were before. And I know a lot of people can use the game locations to get a better idea about where they are in the world. It's not necessarily going to be helping anyone out. That's that's at least the aim of this. It is to try to make a maze that is challenging in many ways, but also where players can have many different goals. So one goal could be getting to one specific location. For instance, there could be an event going on in the blue part of the maze, so you can try to find that and get additional like item spawns or resources, or perhaps you're gonna be able to get yourself a title, a suffix, a prefix, something that you may or may not be interested in, but at least those are like the things that can be offered to players that complete things in addition to weaponry and stuff like that. Of course, there's going to be some kind of in-game economy. You're going to be able to use funds on renting areas for the creative part, so like that can be a reward as well. But I just wanted to, while building this, really, of course this is speeded up, I'm not that fast, just like show you guys a different part of the maze concept so you can get an idea about what kind of a project it is that I'm working on, that I hope to like really enjoy with you guys. And always, like, I really love feedback, even when people go, oh, you're laggy, but it's feedback nonetheless, and it is something I can use to improve upon. So like here you're seeing some of these stairways going up and down and to the sides, and some of them are going to be merging together, some of them are going to go all the way around and reach another one. It's gonna be really cool. Right now it's very open. It is of course going to be designed so that everything is like walled, so that you don't get the view that I'm sharing with you guys here. It's gonna be all blocked together, but in terms of me in the creative process right now here, it's just easier to have it very open so that I can make sure that everything looks as I want it to. But it's all going to be merged together also with the existing maze that you guys saw a little bit from already. And as you can see, I'm building the blue area here, well, some of it, and like there's gonna be an area with every color. And the thought is, as you progress from like the normal type of maze, you may find a path where you start seeing these lapis lazuli, or these redstones, or these gold, or you know, whatever it is in between the floor pattern, and then you know, okay, I found a path that is very likely to lead to the blue part of the maze or the red part of the maze. It's not a guarantee, but that is the thought, so that there is some kind of guidance. But other things, I mean, we're gonna have some jumping areas, not the bungee spongy goo stuff, but like where you have lava and you need to jump just a little bit in order to move from one area to the other. It could be a swimming area, like loads of different obstacles that you may want to pass in the maze system, depending on where you want to go and how much you want to explore. Really many things that is in the works. Obviously, as you can see, it's far from being done, so this is not going to be one of the things that will be available like during what I hope would be a beta like this week, because I felt like I wanted to get a bit more new eyes on the jumping area. And what happened, of course, is that 1.9 came out today, at least for me, and we're running like 188 bucket. I don't really know how it's going to affect the server project that the game has been updated, if we want to be waiting for some of that stuff, or we just want to continue with the development process in 188, or we want to check out which mods are getting updated to 1.9 so that we can move more smoothly towards that once we are ready for it, like probably far out into the future. So yeah, I don't really know those things, but I still hope to be inviting a few players in here this week, perhaps the weekend, to get different eyes on the concept and get a bit more detailed feedback about how things are. I'm changing the jumping area. Previously this was teleport based, so that you were teleported up into the air and then you would jump. Now I'm using the effect option with jumping boost, and that is because it allows me for some really cool customization options. Different pressure plates can give you different boosts, different durations, so that becomes another feature in the game that you may want to pay attention to, like how high am I jumping after getting this effect? How long is this duration on this pressure plate compared to the other one? Do I want to skip this one instead of grabbing it because I have something that's better? Starting to make things a bit more advanced here with holes you can fall through. I'm gonna be ending this by showing you some of the more like tricky jumping areas that I think are really cool, and I think we are just about to zoom into it now, where I'm going a bit slower through it. So this is just like another view of it, and jumping down here, just like I'm also testing all these places. Where can I jump down to? Can I fall safely from here if it's not the first time I'm trying it? So this is like the updated jumping area, and here we have some of the new, more tricky things. So here you kind of need to jump the right place in order not to get bounced back. And the pressure plate is behind, like there is a roof. Just as with here, you need to bounce into the other thing, jump down on the thing down below the cloud, so that you can jump backwards onto the new pressure plate in order to gain another boost. Here we have loads of different pressure plates giving you different jumping effects. Some are very fast but with a very short duration, some are slower with a very long duration, some are like long and good. So it's like it's a massive mixture of different features. Once again, something that is going to allow players that are having a lot of fun in here to have just a little more of an edge compared to others, because this is a PvP area, so you're gonna be able to like hit each other here. So still lots of stuff I want to be doing here. I hope to be like done with the basics of it during this week. I do want to have ground level arenas that you can jump into as the only way to access them, where like we could have a giant zombie down there, or like different gaming rules within that specific arena, so that you can also use this go high thing as a way to access other areas. I know it depends on really what you can see with your settings on the game, so I'm not sure if it's a good way to do it. I think it's a fun way to do it, but of course if everybody has a very low visibility rating, then it's gonna be like really bad. But anyway guys, that was pretty much what I had to share in regards to the Minecraft project today. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching.